All right, let's answer your questions now. Good evening, sir. Good evening back to you. How does a Christian today overcome that loss, especially with the advent of social media? Many of these explicit images, videos pop up unexpectedly in my news feed. Thank you, sir. Hallelujah. How does a teenager overcome loss, especially with the advent of social media? The first thing is to guard your heart. I'll explain. You see, the mind works like a computer. And you need the right software. When your computer starts malfunctioning, there's a virus. Now, if I am on social media and a lustful image pops up, I won't click because of the software, not because I'm stronger than you. You see, you must understand brain hacking. Because many of you, without knowing, your mind has been hacked. Let's look at what lust is, first of all. Lust, epitomia, is focused passion. It means to fix the mind upon. In second character, Romans 8 verse 5. It says, those who live according to the flesh do what? Set their minds on the things of the flesh. And those who live according to the things of the spirit. So the reason why I am different from you is my mindset. Lust can also refer to evil desire. Lust can refer to an intense, driving desire to satisfy the craving of the flesh. Give this to me, please, in the Amplified Version. You will see the answer. It says, for those who are according to the flesh and are controlled by its unholy desires, set their minds on and pursue those things to gratify the flesh. So why is it that the teenager has lost or is trying to overcome loss? The loss is not what you saw. The loss is what is in you. The virus is already in you. The infection is already in you. Look at it again. It says, for those who are according to the flesh and are controlled, they can't stop it. It's masturbating. Oh, he has lost. Oh, look at the issue. And controlled by his unholy desires, set their minds on and pursue those who gratify the flesh. So the reason why the desire controls me, I focus on that desire. Are you getting what I'm saying? So now I have to now rehack it back. So how do I rehack my brain? By renewing my mind. So that when I have the opportunity and am scrolling and here's a nude woman, why did I click? Let me tell you two happenings in my life. One day, I was checking, I just typed FOHP because when they start calling fragrance represent FOHP. So I just typed FOHP on X. Then it was Twitter. As I did, I was trying to find out what FOHP would mean somewhere else. So I found out it could mean front of house productions and all that. Then suddenly, I saw a picture of a man and a woman on a bed. It was on X. I saw it. Why didn't I click? Because my mindset wasn't looking for that. It is easier to lust, okay, when you spend more time watching than reading. You see, there are two parts of the brain. I'll come back to this. There are two parts of the brain. The left brain and the right brain. There are two parts. Okay? Let's assume this is the brain, right? This is the left part. This is for thinking, analyzing, okay, analysis, critical thinking happens from the left part. Then the right part is for your imagination. You're dreaming. When you watch a lot, those of you who watch social media a lot, your WhatsApp, looking at WhatsApp, looking and looking and looking and looking and looking, you are developing this part more. The right part. So now pictures can trigger you quickly before you can use analytical thinking. That's why experts tell you that a child should not spend more than 2 hours on TV every day. Because if you allow a child beat that, most likely your child will have a lustful experience. If you allow the child beat that thing and start going 3 hours cartoon, you will overdevelop this part. So now, lust will have power over you. You are triggered quickly by sight before you think. So sometimes leave your phone. You see that? Because if you have issues with lust, you will have issues with anger, issues with impatience. It's this part of the brain. It's overdeveloped. You need to do a new brain hack and recycle the brain and balance it until this part is as strong or stronger. So when you see something, you can still think and make a decision. That's why people say, I'm sorry, I didn't know when that happened. I don't know what came over me, and we just did it. I don't know what came over. It's because that individual, the right part of the brain is more developed than the left part of the brain. When we are born, we imagine more. We imagine a lot. You see that? When you're small, you imagine a lot. You're flying, you're doing all kind of, now you start developing the other part. Reading. You read. As you read, you are developing this part of your brain. Critical thinking. Because as you read, though you will imagine what you read, but you are able to, you are in charge of what you see when you read. One man can say, a lady just drop a boss like this in his office, and he says, oh. Another one says, come get out of here. What kind of nonsense is this? You're like, it's very strong. It's just brain development. So if you have children, no more than 2 hours of cartoon. As it's 2 hours off it. So tomorrow, if that child is faced with any kind of those nonsense, they can stand and say, we're not going to do this. Because this part is more developed than this part. You find that your child will not have anger issues, getting angry. It's this part is overdeveloped. Low critical thinking.